During April, the Canadian Cancer Society celebrates what we call Daffodil Month, and it's a way to raise awareness about what we do, and it's also one of our main fundraising events of the year. You'll probably have seen people wearing the yellow daffodil pins. You can wear a pin. They'll be for sale throughout the month at various locations, and I think, when you buy the pin, it really helps us support the services and the research that the Canadian Cancer Society does.
What is the significance of the daffodil? Like, how did it become the main flower for this?
Well, it's sort of a nice story, actually. I mean, I think daffodils are always a sign of spring and a sign of hope, and so that's really why we've chosen it and stuck with it over the years. It started probably 50, 60 years ago. Lady Eaton had a fundraising lunch, and the centerpieces on the table were daffodils. And so it really caught on from there. And over the years, we've been selling daffodils and daffodil pins. And actually in 2000, we made the daffodil our logo, since it is such a great symbol of hope.
A lot of concerns in terms of wearing pins, it can get lost. So what is the alternative if they can't get a pin, or if they prefer not to have a pin on them all the time if they don't want to lose it?
Sure. So our pins are actually a little bit different than some of the traditional ones. They have a little white stopper on the end of it, so it actually it doesn't just flip off your jacket or your shirt. It actually keeps it on really well. So I think it's an improvement over some older versions of our pins. Also, I mean, of course, people can just make the donation. They don't have to take the pin. You'll see coin boxes in many different locations. Next week, we'll be selling them in the TTC stations in Toronto. So you can just, drop in your donation. And it's great if you can take a pin, though, because I think that a lot of people are going through cancer, and it's really a sign that they aren't going through it alone, that you're there for them and that you can support them.
Now, I looked at your website recently, and I did notice that there was something about possible deliveries of daffodils.
So it depends a little bit on what provinces you're looking at. So, it varies across the country. In Ontario, we have live daffodils. Loblaws actually sells them for us, and from each bunch that are sold, they make a donation to us. And so you'll start seeing those in the stores in Loblaws soon. And they have the fresh cut flowers, and they'll also have some potted daffodils as well.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me about that, Heather.